All right, guys. This tailgate's gonna have to get worked on too, but that's another episode. One of the projects that I'm working on around the homestead is this shell. Up, you wanna come up? Picked up this shell. I do a little bit of construction work on the side. I wanted to keep my tools protected from the elements. I had a bed box in here, but it just didn't accommodate all the tools that I have. Plus I wanted a quick and easy way for my son and I, Mr. Dude with the Face, to head up in the hills. So over this playlist, you can click right here. Once I get the playlist put together, I'll put a link to that playlist right here and other related videos of our progress on this shell that we're putting together. Getting it kind of set up for overland camping, truck camping, so my son and I can just throw our stuff in here and head for the hills, or the wife and I, if the planets align right that we don't have the kids for the weekend, her and I can throw the puppies in here and just head up for the weekend. We have an RV trailer. It's really nice, but sometimes it takes a lot to get that RV trailer put together just to, get out of town for the weekend. So tonight, my son and I are going to load this thing up. We're going to spend the night in it and kind of talk over some ideas on what we may or may not want to do. I don't know the exact direction that I want to go with this yet. I don't know if I'm going to build it up on the bed rails like you traditionally see in some other YouTube videos. I may put some links down in the show notes below onto some of those channels that gave me some good ideas. I don't know exactly what I'm going to do up in the ceiling yet. Maybe some netting. We're going to run some cables down the side to hook carabiners on and stuff. So today's episode is just kind of the introductory, and allowing my son and I to kind of come up with some ideas on what we want to go with. In future videos, you'll see us putting the lighting in, the insulation in, maybe some tracks for some curtains, because this thing's got windows all the way around, but it would be nice to have a curtain that we could kind of somewhat insulate that from the cold, as well as people being able to look in and see what you're doing if you're changing or whatnot in there. We want to get power ran in here. I've already looked at some power options. We've got a solar panel, we've got an inverter that we're going to start playing around with. I've got some ideas on what I want to do with batteries. I'm looking heavily into the lithium side of batteries, because I want to keep my batteries small but still have the power, and I'll just try to put links to all the information that I've come up with as I go along. So we appreciate you joining us along on this journey. This is vlog day one. Got to start somewhere. So if you haven't subscribed yet and you have interest in outdoor camping and things to do around your urban homestead, click that subscribe button below, and if you care to, give us a like and share us on your social media. If you ain't living, you're dying. Thanks for watching. So picked this shell up for $300. Pretty excited about it. We're gonna turn it into a little bit of a truck camper. We're gonna get some LED lighting in here, some insulation across the top, and get this thing set up for a little bit more to accommodate our lifestyle, what we do. It's about 30 degrees out today. We're going to get this thing ready to do a dry camp in. It's got 3 windows, all of them lock. Gives us access on all 3 sides. Comes with these clamps to tie it down, cinch it down I should say. Has this light that I haven't hooked up yet, but we'll get this hooked up here in one of the future videos. Maybe, who knows what we're going to do. This is a short bed 98 GMC pickup. Got a little rack on top. We can tie gear down to. It's just got this point on the front and this point here on the back. Alright, now we're just going to get our sleeping bags in here and get everything set up. Mr. Dude with the Face is going to work the inside and I'll work the outside. Here's our Kelty Mistral 20 degree sleeping bags. I bought Mr. Dude with the Face and me one of these each a couple years ago. because we can use them with our hammocks because the bottom also opens up. Kind of neat.
Oh, oh, heck, that's mine. Mine!
Come here. Here's the pads that Mom and I got us from, I don't remember where she was, but they're little baby pads, little air mattresses. You can actually fit that in your sleeping bag. It's up to you.
Maybe I'll just put it underneath it. I think that'll be best.
Okay, we're all tucked in, ready to go. We've got 2 sleeping bags underneath us. We've got some air mattresses. We've got our Kelty 20-degree sleeping bags. We have another sleeping bag back there that he's probably using as a pillow right now that we can pull over the top of us. We have a 100-pound Labradoodle that we can pull over the top of us. He'll keep us warm. I quickly cut this shelf to throw in here. It's just a piece of OSB. I just measured the length across and cut it real fast just so we have a shelf that we can stick our gloves and our boots on and have them out of the way. But we're going to cozy up in here and hunker down for the night, so stay tuned. Alright guys, Mr. Dude with the face and myself are finally settled in this truck. He's been in here for probably an hour now. And
with the giant dog.
With a giant dog.
Hi dog.
Grizzly's in here with us too, so it's pretty warm in here. What would we say it was? Was it
yonder temperature? What? 50 degrees inside.
Yeah, digital says 50. The analog one says 46. What'd you say it was outside?
35.
35. Cool. Okay, so just kind of to give you a little rundown, we got some Christmas lights there. We've got a shelf that I just cut. I just measured literally from one bed rail to the other that we can slide back and forth carefully. We got a dog in here and he's like passed out. Huh, Grizzly? And we've got a magic arm set up. We've got Christmas lights in here just to give us a little bit of lighting in here. Got the laptop. We're just sitting on the side of the house. It's
35 degrees outside,
35 degrees outside,
50 degrees inside.
Temperature wise, we're 35 outside, 41 degrees in here. We've got a couple sleeping bags underneath us and some air mattresses. It's keeping us nice and warm. But I think I'm gonna turn the camera off and I'm gonna go to bed myself. I gotta get up early and get everything put away before I go to work. So we'll see you in the morning. Grizzly, is it cold? It's 33 degrees outside and it's 37 degrees in here. I don't know if it's because of temperature or what, but my phone is having difficulties this morning. I've had to reset it and it keeps turning off the camera. So I'm doing everything in my power not to throw it out the window in the cold and let it suffer in a slow freezing death. But besides that, we survived the night. So I've got to figure out a way to get out of here, get all this stuff put away because I got to work in 2 hours. Good morning. We made it through the night. Now we just got to get ourselves out of here. So we had our heads back there and our feet right here. And there's the shelf that I made just so that we could push and pull it back. There's condensation on the ceiling. You can see that it's the condensation from our breath. But yeah, our heads were right here and our feet going this way. Got magic arm set up in there for the camera. I used my little baby tripod. I'll put a link up here to the link for some of the items we used in the filming of this. Didn't do too bad. It's cold though. It's 32 degrees outside and 37 degrees in there supposedly, but it won't be long. Alright, I want to go inside and get some coffee. So we appreciate you joining us on this episode today. Click the like button, subscribe below. We're going to have future videos on us upgrading this little truck camper we're putting together. So stay tuned. Thanks for watching.